Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you know everything about the wildest band in rock history? Let's put your knowledge of Guns N' Roses to the test. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 1. Axl Rose was the band's original name. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. The original name was actually a merger of 2 bands. It came from Axl Rose and Tracy Gunn's bands, Hollywood Rose and L.A. Guns. They combined the names to create Guns N' Roses. Axl Rose later became the band's face and frontman, but the name wasn't based solely on him. 2. Slash's real name is Saul Hudson. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. Slash was born Saul Hudson in England. He moved to Los Angeles as a child. The nickname Slash was given by a family friend. It suited his fast, slicing guitar style perfectly. Today, he's one of rock's most iconic guitarists. 3. Welcome to the Jungle was their debut single. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. Their debut single was actually It's So Easy. Welcome to the Jungle came shortly after. It became a massive MTV hit and fan favorite. The song captured the chaos of LA life. It's now one of their signature tracks. 4. Guns N' Roses once toured with Metallica. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. They did a co-headlining tour in 1992. It was one of the most infamous tours ever. There were riots, delays, and drama between bands. Axl Rose often left the stage mid-show. Despite issues, fans witnessed 2 giants in action. 5. The band has only released 1 studio album. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. They've released several studio albums over time. The most famous is Appetite for Destruction. They also released Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. Chinese Democracy came after many delays. Their discography is varied and impactful. 6. Sweet Child of Mine was written in a single day. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Slash was just messing around with a riff. The rest of the band built on it quickly. Axl added lyrics inspired by his girlfriend. It all came together in one studio session, and it became a #1 hit worldwide. 7th. Duff McKagan played drums for the band. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Duff is the band's longtime bassist, not drummer. He brought a punk edge to the band's sound. Steven Adler and later Matt Sorum played drums. Duff also contributed vocals and songwriting. His presence helped define their raw tone. 8. Slash once left the band for 10 years. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He left the band in the mid-90s due to conflicts. Creative differences with Axl Rose played a big role. He focused on solo projects and Velvet Revolver. Fans longed for a reunion for years. He rejoined officially in 2016. 9. Axl Rose once filled in as AC/DC's singer. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. When Brian Johnson had health issues, Axl stepped in. He toured with AC/DC as their lead vocalist. Fans were skeptical but impressed by his range. Axl showed respect for the band's legacy. It was a surprising chapter in his career. 10. Guns N' Roses was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. They were inducted in 2012 despite internal tensions. Axl Rose didn't attend the ceremony. Slash, Duff, and other members were present. They were honored for their explosive impact. Their influence on rock is undeniable. End of part 1. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments and get ready. Part 2 is coming with even more madness. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. Ready for more wild facts about Guns N' Roses? Let's continue the challenge with 10 more questions. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 11. November Rain features a full orchestra. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. The song includes orchestral arrangements throughout. It was one of their most ambitious tracks. Slash's solos and Axl's piano make it iconic. The video became legendary on MTV. It's a rock ballad masterpiece. 12. The band once released a cover album. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. In 1993, they dropped The Spaghetti Incident. It was full of punk and glam rock covers. The album included tributes to their influences. It showed a different side of the band. Not all fans loved it, but it's unique. 13. Axl Rose never changed his legal name. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He was born William Bruce Rose, Jr. Later, he legally changed it to W. Axl Rose. He adopted Axl from a band he joined early on. It became his stage and legal identity. The name stuck with his larger-than-life persona. 14. Guns N' Roses played at Woodstock '99. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. They didn't perform at Woodstock '99. The event featured bands like Limp Bizkit and Korn. Guns N' Roses were inactive at that time. Their big festival days were earlier in the '90s, but they were still influential during that era. 15. Slash wears a top hat because of a dare. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He bought it himself while shopping in LA. The top hat became part of his image instantly. He added belts and personal touches to it. Now it's as iconic as his guitar solos. No dare, just cool style. 16. Paradise City was written on a tour bus. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. The band jammed it during a ride back from a show. They built the chorus and melody on the spot. It became one of their biggest stadium anthems. Take me down to the Paradise City. That hook came to life rolling down the highway. 17th. Izzy Stradlin was the band's drummer. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. Izzy was the rhythm guitarist, not the drummer. He co-wrote many classic GN'R songs. Steven Adler was the original drummer. Izzy's departure changed the band's sound, but his songwriting legacy still lives on. 18. Guns N' Roses opened for the Rolling Stones. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. In 1989, they opened for the Stones in LA. It was part of the Steel Wheels tour. The shows were huge and packed with tension. It gave GN'R massive exposure to new fans, but internal drama also escalated during that time. 19. Chinese Democracy was released in 2004. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. The album dropped in 2008 after years of delays. It took over a decade to complete. Production issues and lineup changes slowed it down. The album was polarizing among fans. Still, it marked a new GN'R era. 20. Guns N' Roses are still touring today. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. They reunited and returned to the stage in 2016. Slash, Duff, and Axl are all back on tour. Their shows still draw huge crowds worldwide. Fans celebrate their comeback and live energy. They're proving legends never die. End of part 2. How did you do this time? Comment your final score and tag a fellow fan. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and rock on with us here at Trivia Clips.